Brought to you by
Baton Thigpen, Baton Rouge's most complete men's store.
Hello, welcome to 30 on 3rd. I'm the General Manager, Dr. Lucas Fry. Of course, with me is our news anchor, Ken Fabre. And I wanted to take this opportunity, since we have a little break in the action here on live on Thursdays, to publicly thank this man sitting next to me, because people at home don't realize what it takes to launch a television station and have people on board that are willing to donate their time and their efforts to help us get something started. And starting a local news channel is not easy, and it's very expensive. And as you know, we're a small station, but we wanted to bring you something different. So we've got this new downtown station called 30 on 3rd, and we launched about, I guess, probably what, 5 months ago, as far as the channel going on.
Yes.
And we didn't have anybody to help us locally, and I went to Ken, and Ken was like, if I can work it in my schedule, sure. And he was kind enough to anchor the news. And Ken, I'm not gonna play the first one. I probably should have, but I kind of threw this on everybody at the last minute. But can you remember the first one you did, how you was feeling when you did your first newscast? Because you weren't a newscaster in the past.
No. It was interesting. I had to get familiar with the technology, with being able to record and then send these stuff in to you guys, and you do the rest. But I'm a communicator by nature, or try to be.
Sure.
But it is different when you have a camera and you're being represented, and you guys certainly, the staff and the folks behind the scenes, they're excellent at making one look and sound much better than they are.
Well, the technology is pretty cool that we're using. It's cutting edge stuff, and you actually are able to record it in your own studio at your house.
Yes,
And so,
yes.
and the news stories, how do you pick the stuff that you're doing? I mean, I know we're doing we don't have a bunch of reporters running around like 2 and 9 and everybody else. We're kind of ripping and reading, but how do you, I mean, when you go to look at a story, how do you select, because you've done a great job, people seem to be interested in what you pick. How do you do it?
Well, I read a lot. You're forcing me now to really read the newspaper, scan the internet, and I try to keep the focus local and regional. There's a lot of crime going on. You have to report on that, but also whatever gives me hope. So I'll find something that's positive. If it strikes my heart, I always use that, because people need to know what's positive, what's informational, that's simple, that's quick, that can be helpful to them as they start their day and go into the weekend. So kind of just be an average Joe.
Right.
I love to drink coffee. That's what I do. It's a part of my regular routine, up early or late or whatever. And so I do draw from the pool of excellent information that's being put out there by other media outlets, obviously, and I say, hey, I'm a citizen, I'm a person in this community, this region. What's important to me? What do I need to know that may not be tasteful,
right,
but then what is out there that's also positive? And there's quite a lot, particularly in Baton Rouge and in this region.
That's right. Positive is what this is all about, and it seems like all the other news outlets just love to harp on everything that's negative.
Right.
With whether it's a murder or a car crash or
Right.
lawsuits or cities fighting against cities.
Right.
There's
Exactly.
just a lot of changes going on, but a lot of it really is, to me, is just dirt journalism. I mean, it's just
Right.
not interesting.
And the other thing is, I intentionally try not to give my opinion or to allude
That's a
to
hard
how
thing
I'm
to do.
feeling. Yeah, because I looked up the word. What's a journalist? Thank you for making me do that.
To be the anchor on ABC or whatever, and that's not where you start. I mean,
Right.
it takes years and years to become a really good journalist, but thank goodness you've found a good pool of writers and
Yeah.
people to feed you information, and we hope you'll continue doing it. But,
Yeah,
but
we
from
have
the bottom of my heart, I just wanted to thank you for helping us get this launched. Because
Well, anything that's a solid, positive vision, if I can do to help. Hey, and I don't mean to be religious. I'm not religious, but the Lord is my source. So if somebody asks me to help, if I have the energy, the time, whether I'm being paid for it is secondary, because He will provide for me. So it's no problem.
thank you very much. All right, we'll be back with another live segment here shortly. Stay tuned. You're watching 30 on 3rd, Thursdays Live.
brought to you by
Baton Thigpen, Baton Rouge's most complete men's store.